Hey everybody, what's going on? Barbara here, back inside of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's go ahead and jump into the next run. We are now in the winner's bracket. This is an interesting experience, to say the least. It is really nice to actually be this far inside of the competition. Yeah, past round one, this far. I just wanted to at least have to make sure that I didn't get eliminated inside of the first round, and that seems to have happened. So thankfully, you know, that all that ended up panning out. But going into the future runs, we're gonna have to definitely go a little bit faster. I'm not really pleased with how my tournament match ended up going. I wasted a whole bunch of time, and honestly, I should have lost that. I really should have in that whole situation. Somehow I managed to pull, you know, 21-minute runs out of there. I don't really know. When that whole tournament thing ends up going on, I'm not really looking at the clock. I'm just sort of basing it off my opponent. If my opponent gives me the time, I guess I should say. Ooh, this could be Guppy's Hairball, ABADDON. All right, two-piece Guppy Touch and ABADDON. My item room is useless, but I am going to continue that. I am definitely going to continue that. That is very high chance for Guppy because I haven't seen the head, which is the most common piece. So yeah, we're definitely gonna continue this run. And you know, ABADDON really isn't that bad. You know, it's not the best thing in the world because I mean I don't like Fear Shot in general. Fear Shot to me just feels like it ruins me more than it helps me. And these guys, see, like it's really hard to have to deal with those guys. Thankfully, they're next to that bomb rock, so I'm gonna deal with that boss relatively quickly. So I guess the Fear Shot helped me there. All right, Cat Nine of Tails as well. That's another damage up. Let's see if this one room over here, if we can get anything going. Doesn't look like it. All right, I was gonna see if we can get one more room up so I can roll my item room, but it doesn't look like that is gonna end up happening. So let's just go ahead and move on to the next floor. But yeah, moving on, I definitely want to try and get my runs to go just a little bit faster here. And we're definitely gonna check this cursed room. High chance of making the Guppy. There it is. All right, so now we're a kitty cat on B2. This is gonna be a relatively fast run with a goat head, no less. I was actually really hoping I could get the Pact in there. I would actually prefer the Pact over the goat head because as soon as I make Guppy, there's two things that I want. Number one, tear rate. Number two, movement speed. Those are really the only things I need because with the amount of damage that I have right now, I could finish the game no problem. Like, none at all. I don't need anything in terms of like damage stats. So I'm also going to want a little bit of mapping, so we're definitely going to be picking up the money, maybe checking our shop this floor. We'll see what ends up happening. I kind of want to have a roll up for the devil deal here. We definitely looks like we are going to have enough cash here, and there is nothing in there. Humbling Bundle is nice. It does pay for itself after a couple of rooms, but I'm not gonna continue it. You know what? We do have the goat head, so let's just go ahead and jump into the boss room and see if it's even worth going back for my roll. Thankfully, that's something I can do with a goat head since the devil deal will not close. There's the belt, so that is a speed up, which is definitely something that we want, and it's a tail. Well, I don't really want the tail. Last thing I want to do is get rid of all of my keys, especially since I've already made Guppy. I don't need anything else, so let's go ahead and save that key for the next shop. And I think what we're gonna do is reroll this tail into Sister Maggie. Okay, so not the worst pickup in the world. Sister Maggie, while damage-wise it's not that great, it does allow me to spawn more flies. Followers are also really nice. In lieu of tier rate, having a ton of followers is actually really nice. I actually wouldn't take a Little Brim. I value Sister Maggie over Little Brim at this point. There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, even if I got a Little Brim right now, he would be in slot number 2 instead of slot number 1, making his effectiveness much less. I can work a spot 2 little brim, and we're actually going to go and check the item room. So I feel like we're going to make a key at some point. I now regret that decision because there's my shop, and now I don't have the key. I do have the left hand. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that because it can potentially give me early Devil Deal ports, so I can maybe get 2 rerolls on a Devil Deal. In addition, it can also give me soul hearts, which is nice survivability. And there is also potential of pulling out the remainder of the cat pieces out of the item pool. Actually, I don't know what is left in there. I would like to pull out Pandora's box if that's possible, but overall, the soul hearts are really nice. We're actually not going to pick that one up because if there was a 2-heart or if there was a Devil Deal here, then I would be losing all of them anyway, so I would just be wasting a heart. So I do have a key, so I'm going to go check my shop. I like coal. I probably should have re-rolled the coal, but I'm going to save my roll up for the shop, which it actually doesn't look like I'm going to need to roll the shop. We do have a compass, and let's go ahead and throw it on the item room. Dead Sea Scrolls. Nice. All right, well, that's not that great, but we are 6 minutes on caves. Not that bad of a time. You really can't complain when you're going this fast through a floor. So let's just go ahead and move on to the next one. Caves 2 now at 6 minutes. I think what we're going to do is just run straight to our boss. Because honestly, like I said, I really don't need anything. I could live off just boss rooms. And the chances of me finding something good inside of the item room is not that high. Granted, you know, I could find something really nice like, you know, Proptosis, a Shadow, Death's Touch, anything like that. It would all be nice. But the chances of me finding it is very low. And I'm not going to take the time to backtrack all the way over there because there could be a bunch of other stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and fight the bosses. I may backtrack for a roll if I need to, but we'll see. Spoon, another speed up, and we're going to go ahead and just grab the mark and move on. Which is actually, the mark is actually another speed up. So I think we're getting close to, or we actually have cap speed, explosive diarrhea, bad trip. We'll hold on to this pill and see what that does later. Actually, we should probably just hit it. There we go. Pretty fly. Extra orbital's not bad. I would actually like 3 orbitals when I make Guppy, so that way I don't actually have to worry about bullets and I can get really up and close to the bosses, especially when I have a meat cube. It's not as strong as a sack dagger. I believe the meat cube does 7 damage. The sack dagger does 15. So, you know, I actually wouldn't say no to a sack dagger even though I have the meat cube. I like both of them. Cancer, nice pickup. It's going to give me a wafer effect in every room after I get hit. So that'll allow me to probably face tank Blue Baby when it gets down to it. And it gives us 3 soul hearts to potentially spend on a Devil Deal here. I'm going to go ahead and grab Placenta because what I should have done there is check what's actually in the Devil Deal before grabbing the Placenta. I mean, it still panned out perfectly. I got rid of my actual red hearts. And I'm actually going to use some of these dark hearts to just face tank certain things. If I know the dark heart can kill the entire room, I'm just going to tank it because why not? I have the extra lives. I'd rather use my dark hearts. I would rather be on 1 life and use all of my dark hearts for clearing rooms than just letting them sit there and just tank damage. And I don't really need anything else, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into the mom fight. As you can see here, my damage is pretty good. So we're looking at like what, 9 minutes into Womb 1, which is not bad. It's relatively fast. Necronomicon, I'd rather reroll the boss rush, higher chance at finding an item, which we actually don't find anything at all, unfortunately, which is really bad. But hey, that's how it works. All right, so our boss looks like it's down, so let's just go ahead and use some dark hearts to clear. And we actually get a dead end. So there's our first compass troll. So it's either going to be left or right. I'm probably going to pick the wrong direction, more than likely. And I am going to need to make sure that I pick up at least 4 keys throughout this entire run. I will not be using any more keys until I actually reach the chest. Actually, no, if I find a library, I'll definitely check that and roll that. Because I need to... there's a high potential that I could find the Book of Secrets, which would be really nice. Maybe it could give me full mapping instead of just, hey, here's where the boss is, because as you can see, that's not doing all that well for me. We are going to hold on to a few of these bombs so that we can bomb through Cathedral. Hopefully Cathedral won't be trolly as hell like this floor ended up being. Hello, judges. Alright, Mr. Fred, not that bad of a boss. Just get up in there with that meat cube. I really would like a sack dagger, as it would be, you know, more damage. Speaking of the devil, there it is. Alright, so we've got a sack dagger now. I much prefer it. And I guess we're going to have Mom's heal, so we'll be a pretty looking guppy. Still 10 minutes, Womb 2. Not bad. We have 2 more dark hearts that I can use to clear rooms if I need to. I have no problems being on cat lives. If I need to no-hit the chest, I feel like I can with this build. Tears down, range down. Not that great. You know what? Let's check this curse room. I was kind of hoping for a pact in there, because that's something I would really want, is a little bit of tier rate, which is unfortunate that I don't have. So I basically have base tier rate right now, because I picked up the small rock, you actually get a tears up from that. So while I did get a tears down pill, it didn't really affect me that much. And oh, got caught by the skull in there. Well, thankfully the room is clear, so we should be on our heart fight. What was this one? Explosive diarrhea. I know someone's gonna yell at me for that key, but don't worry, I will find another key before the end of this run. Before I reach the chest, I will find at least 1 key in Cathedral. I know it's gonna happen, so let's just go ahead. We have 3 orbitals. It's really hard to actually get hit there, but with that, yeah, I don't want to get hit by that brimstone. Yeah, and I'd really not like to redo the fight, so just get a little bit of damage in there, then play it safe. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty straight shot to our boss. Unless it starts branching out like this. Jesus. Alright, well, it's either going to be up or to the right. Let's try up first. I should have gone to the right first. We'll just go ahead and die. We're on cat lives anyway, so we'll just go ahead and take a death. Get out of there a little bit faster. Like I said, if we need to no-hit the chest, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to actually do so. So I'd rather just use the death to get out of the area. Got an Empress card that we can use later. I'll save that for either Isaac or... yeah, I'll save that for either Isaac or Blue Baby. Probably for Blue Baby. Isaac is such an easier fight because Blue Baby... Oh, another dead end. Blue Baby has these 2 orbitals that go around him, really reducing your ability to DPS. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use Cancer on the Blue Baby fight unless I can find a little bit of health somehow. So that sucks. Alright, so we got a pretty straight shot to our boss. Not that bad. And, oh, I actually didn't notice that skull there. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to clear these 2 rooms. Not that bad. You know, Fistula, not that bad of a boss. It is going to cost me a couple extra seconds here. So we'll just quickly kill death. Hopefully that, there we go, get that scythe out of the way. Oh, there's one from off the screen. That's not very good. Come on, Mr. Death. I need you to be cooperative with me here. Mr. Death, I need you to be cooperative with me. All right, so we've wasted about 30 seconds in this room so far. Yeah, we entered at 13:10. We're at 13:50 now. More than 30 seconds. Almost a minute lost in this room. That is terrible, Ballroom. You're not... See, it's things like that. I'm not going to win boss if I do things like that in an actual race. And I just saw that curved horn right before I entered the Isaac room, so I will go back and grab that. Ballroom, don't forget to drop the left hand. You are already Guppy. You don't need to become Omega Super Supreme Guppy. Alright? You don't need to do that. I really want to try and get that sack dagger in there right at the beginning. Just to do a little bit of extra damage, because I'm really greedy with damage. I'm always greedy. Don't worry, it paid off, okay? Listen, alright? My greed knows no bounds. He's still dead, so I don't have to redo the fight. So it's just strats to put me in the next room. Okay? I'm just bypassing death animation. It's strats. Alright, so it looks like we got a whole lot of nothing in our chest. Well, quad shot's not that bad. And I'll go ahead and take the Ankh and the body. Why not? We'll just go ahead and head into the big room. And I'm just going to go ahead and tank these mega fatties. I actually really don't care if I take damage because I would actually prefer to become Blue Baby. So I will be face tanking as much as possible. The reason I want to become Blue Baby is because I will have more damage and I'll be on my Polaroid proc, allowing me to face tank Blue Baby. I'll become Blue Baby so I can face tank Blue Baby. It makes sense. Not really, kind of. Alright? Don't question my madness. I hate that that last one died right as I did too. We got 2 lives left. I should probably just face tank as is. I don't know. We'll see. Pretty easy room. And the quad shot is a little bit of a DPS increase. It will shoot 4 tiers. So that way I can spawn 4 flies. So it is really nice. What's that? Bomb's contact. Freeze enemies. Not that bad. And triple peeper. This will be more annoying than it is difficult, because those little peeper eyes will end up blocking my tears. Need to actually stay a little bit away. Don't want to be right on top of him, because he will spawn the eye inside of you. And of course we get Haunt for our last one, because we gotta waste just a little bit of time. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just suicide right into Blue Baby 2 times, become Blue Baby, and then I'll face tank him to death. It would be faster just to no-hit him, but I'd rather just play it safe and just run right into him. So that, and I'll actually proc the Empress card as well. So that will be the end of the run, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. There's quite a few mistakes in this run, don't worry. Could have definitely been a sub 16 had I not messed up in that cathedral room and gone in the right direction. But overall, pretty decent run. I hope you all enjoyed it again. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one, everybody. Later.